be able to fly for the PD, so I built a little bit of turbine time in there. But, don't be afraid if there's a guy at your local airport that's got a helicopter. Don't be afraid to say, hey, can I go up with you sometime, and I'll buy fuel, I'll buy you lunch, I'll buy whatever, just to get the experience in there. But I don't think it's ever too late or too old for you to start this career. I mean, I'm training a guy now, he's mid-70s. Now, he's an airplane pilot, and he's just doing this for fun. He wants to get his private rating, but he's like, you know what, this is something I wanted to do, and, he's mid-70s right now and working on it. And me, I just turned 41, and I still expect to have a 20-year career of flying helicopters.
Or more.
Or more, heck yeah. So, when my kids are up and gone, I mean, I totally plan on flying EMS or Powerline or something. That's my goal.
And that's great advice. So many people are scared to move to different flight schools. They're so scared to move to different aircraft, and Chris's advice is awesome. I mean, I kind of gypsied around a little bit too in my private, maybe not as much as he did. No, I'm just teasing. But getting those experiences in different aircraft, different instructors, different places of the world, they're invaluable. And yeah, it might cost you a little more money in the long run, but it's going to help you later. And one thing I want to touch on what he said, well, I kind of got lucky. Along with all of his struggles, just like we all have a got lucky part, I had a get lucky couple points getting my career started, but I also still begged, borrow, still did what I could, failed the first time. So what I want to say is,
Let me mention that.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, let me throw out what I was going to say.
Well, I'm trying to remember what I was going to say.
Well, speaking of that, it's always the number one or the number two question when I do a discovery flight with a potential new customer or student. Usually the first question or second question, how much? And I look at them and I say, if you really want to do it, you'll figure it out. Because when I started this, when I started, I had multiple four-wheelers. I had a Harley Davidson. I had an enclosed trailer. My truck was paid off. And as I went through, I sold a couple four-wheelers. The Harley Davidson was the first thing to go. You can't really drive those in the winter, but you can fly in the winter. So the Harley Davidson went. The enclosed trailer eventually went. I used tax return money. My truck that was paid off, I borrowed against that to have some money. And, then I didn't even think about that. There's actually scholarships out there. There's stuff, if you just do some searching, there's stuff out there for people to do flight training. That's usually what I do is I'll give them a list of scholarships. I was like, well, you got to apply for them, but at least here's a chance to get some money for training. But, I mean, the bottom line is you talk about the struggles. Yeah, and I look back on it, I wouldn't change anything, That's flying is in the blood, and that's what I really wanted to do. My dad was a helicopter pilot. His dad flew pipeline patrol in a little Piper Cub, and it's kind of in the blood. That's what I wanted to do, and I found a way to do it. And now once you get to your commercial or CFI level, people pay you to do it. So you just got to get through that first initial part of it, and then it's the sky's the limit.
I agree. If I can remember both things I was going to say. Sacrifices. You got to sacrifice, people. You sell off your toys. I did it. A lot of people want to dream, but, well, I don't want to sell this. I don't want to sell that. I don't want to give up this. Well, sometimes you got to give up to get your dream. Your dreams don't come easy. And that's just part of it, but it doesn't matter what in life. You got to go after it. And then the other thing I was trying to remember to say was, about what Chris said. He got lucky through there, but he still had his struggles. And I can remember so many times him coming to the airport over the years. Man, I just want to fly. God, I just want to fly. Frustrated in his life because he wanted to fly so bad, and it was taking time to get the ratings, taking time to build those hours because you work full time, you fly part time, and you're trying to build those hours in the logbook, and he didn't see any end, and he'd come in so frustrated, and we would all say, don't quit your job yet. Don't quit your job yet. We know you want to fly, but put a little more time in, little more time, So we were always supportive of him, but also like, I don't know. The point I want to make is he did it. And that's why one of the reasons I invited him down, because I wanted him to relay that now he's flying for a living and he's earning his paycheck and he's doing what he was wanting to do so many days when he came in there, just, God, I just want to fly. God, I just want to fly. I mean, we heard it every time he came in. Every time he came in, he just want to fly. So
I'm still like that.
And he's still like that, right? So there you go. We probably should wrap it up because that's a pretty long video, but man, I mean, it's all the stuff I've been saying. We all struggle, and there's your example. Chris struggled. Chris sold off toys. Do what you got to do. Rob Peter to pay Paul. You sell stuff off. You do whatever. You do what it takes to achieve your dreams. That's it. And the people that just want to whine around and go, it's too expensive. I'll never get a job. I won't get to term in time. Well, wham. You're just not going to, yeah, you're never going to get there with that attitude. Never.
Yeah. You got to find a way to do it. You know, like I said, you just find a way to do it. And he's right. I remember those days. I remember sitting in the police car when I was working midnights, and I'd be looking at helicopter jobs, and they're saying, oh, you need 2,000 hours. You need 1,500 hours. And here I am at like hour 51, and I'm like, holy crap, how the hell am I going to get to that, you know? But here I am, I'm knocking on the door, and, you know, and I really love flight instruction. We were talking about this earlier. I really love the flight instruction, but I still have that ultimate dream goal. I still have that, you know, I'm getting there. I'm almost there to flying EMS or Powerline or something, but I really do love instructing. It's a fun time. I think I get just as excited when I sign somebody off for their first solo, or sign somebody off to go take that check ride, and when they get that certificate in hand, I think I'm just as excited as they are. It's a cool feeling.
Yep, I know that feeling. I'm going to wrap it up. I am Kenny Keller, creator of Helicopter Land Ground School. Christopher Hauser, one of my longtime students, guest instructor over the years with Helicopter Land Ground School. You can go down below take our ground school training for a test flight. We've been on 7 years online, and we have a 100% money back guarantee. Hundreds, approaching thousands of testimonials at this point. We've busted our butt, and it's a great deal. You can also get either one of my Amazon best-selling books down below. We bought a whole pile of them. Heather ships them to you. My daughter's over there laughing at me as normal. This one I did with 2018 Flight Instructor of the Year, Dan Taz Chrisman, badass that he is. A lot of good stuff in that one too. Both of those are available down below. So we're going to wrap up day 152, 153, yeah, whatever, 153. So go see Chris Hauser if you're looking for training in the Midwest in the Cabri, or you're looking for training in the Midwest, instrument training. There you go. It is very hard to find. And as a recommended flight school, and as a recommended Hogs recommended instructor, we've been asking you to put below recommend your flight school, because people, and Heather's grinning over there because she can verify, people are asking us all the time. So we're putting together a list, and Heather started working on it, and she's been putting it together, and she actually sent it to a member yesterday, said, hey, how about a school in Southern California? And she sent him the list, and he was so excited. And we like doing this as a benefit to our members, right? Because if a member emails in with a picture and says, man, I just went to ABC Flight School, and they took care of me, and they did a great job, and I got my rating, and I'm very happy, and it's legitimate. That's why we'd love for you to send a picture with your testimonial for your flight school. Throw in your flight school logo or logo on the aircraft, or go out in front of the school, because we want to relay and find a way to get the word out about flight schools that are doing it right, because there's so many that aren't, and we've been hitting all the horror stories lately, and so many of them are true, and there's so many bad things that go on, but we don't want to be the guys just harping the bad all the time. We want to share with you the good as well. So keep the comments coming in about your flight school. When you legitimately are a paying student and a flight school is taking care of you and an instructor is doing a good job for you, let us know. I know by the look of Gloria, it's time to end, because I can tell when she thinks I've gone on way too long. Parting Woods. I swear to God, it's only coffee. It really is. We're at work. Everybody's here. I'm not drinking yet. Yeah. Parting words from Christopher Hauser.
Come see me. Sweet Aviation, Smithfield, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Instrum at the moment, and Gimbal G2, and we'll take care of you.
Awesome. Give us a thumbs up for Chris, and I'm sure you'll see him again with us one day for Coffee with Kenny, or maybe back as a guest for some online training at some point. But now his full job, that's why you don't see him much, because his full-time job is in Fort Wayne. That's where he's at. All right, I'm going to end it. Peace out. Good night.
Too funny.
Hell yeah, that was good.
That was real good.
I like it.
Great. That's fun. I like doing shit like that.